For our three-meal series this morning, we're going to take you to Texas to hear what's on voters' minds there. Major Garrett traveled across the Lone Star State in search of good food and good conversation. Always nice when that happens. So, Major, this is what I'm hearing, that you visited Stafford, Midland, and Garland for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I like that. What did voters have to say to you?
Well, Gayle, good morning.
Good morning.
In Texas, impeachment came up frequently. Sometimes we raised it, sometimes voters brought it up spontaneously. Overall, most voters were fatigued by it all. But as you will see, those paying close attention defied party stereotypes. We started our journey in a diverse area outside of Houston. Eggs, hash browns, and pancakes dance across the griddle at the Avalon Diner in Stafford, Texas. Scott Benoit is a dentist, his wife Janine a speech therapist.
The economy's going really well. I think overall we're safe as a country. Everything's going pretty well.
The sign outside backs that up. The Avalon's owner told us she's lost workers to better jobs elsewhere. Scott did not vote for Mr. Trump in 2016, but will this year. Janine was with the president from the beginning.
I just have more conservative values, so I tend to go more with that person.
Just across from Scott and Janine, we met Bernard and Sharon Maynor. Both work in healthcare.
I feel mystified when I'm listening to what Donald Trump has to say.
How frequently now or during the Trump presidency have you found yourself shaking your head?
Every day, my co-workers said that we needed a change. You know, they wanted to make America great again. You know, I'm wondering, those same people, do they think that he has made America great again?
Then it was on to lunch in conservative Midland, a boom town in West Texas where oil and natural gas production runs around the clock. At Mac's Barbecue, a local favorite, the brisket is slow cooked out back for 18 hours. Customers start arriving for lunch about 11. Kyle Davis, his brother Jake, and their business partner Tom Hull run a construction and drilling company. Kyle and Jake support President Trump and expect him to be reelected.
I don't like all the nonsense that comes with him, but yeah, his policy has been spot on.
I really don't want another Obama. I kind of feel like he divided our country.
We asked both about impeachment. Kyle's answer surprised us.
Wasn't an impeachable offense? Yeah, it sounds like it probably was.
Jake took the long view.
I'm sure at some point every president could have been impeached.
Tom calls himself a New England Republican and considers Mr. Trump a failure.
The economy's been propped up with record levels of deficit spending, and he picks fights that he doesn't know how to get out of.
We also met Allison Loera, Laura Ortegon, and Jennifer Reyes. Allison works in insurance. Laura and Jennifer are data specialists for drilling companies.
Some of the comments that he makes sometimes, especially being Hispanic, so the Hispanic community.
We feel targeted.
Do you feel lumped in or somehow demonized?
In a way, I guess. I mean,
Comments like that shouldn't be made by somebody with that much power and authority.
You know, Texas is a really big place. 10 European countries could fit inside Texas with room to spare. Even the statues are really big in Texas. Just check with Sam Houston, father of Texas. Dinner took us to the Flying Saucer Pub in Garland, a politically moderate area northeast of Dallas. Rita Dusick and her husband Al.
I voted for Trump.
You did? Okay.
I did, because I thought we need somebody that's not a politician. Well, that didn't seem to work out.
Will you vote for him again?
No.
I'm a registered Republican, but I did not vote for him. I don't like extremism on either side.
Just across the way, we met David Lindsay, who owns a construction firm.
The economy has probably been the best since I've owned the company.
You give anyone in the political world credit for that?
I will solidly give the president credit for doing it.
We raised the president's volatile style. Do you ever wish he would tone it down?
Oh yeah, I think somebody should hide his cell phone on it.
Blake Hamilton and Daniel Torres both opposed Mr. Trump in 2016 and will vote in the March 3rd Texas Democratic primary.
I have a very just strong feeling the young vote will come out this year.
Yeah. When you think about the Democrats, what are your thoughts?
Stop making everything a battle to the end. The Democrats are exhausting themselves and exhausting the public.
Sound like they're exhausting you.
Yes.
We asked everyone if they had seen or remembered a Mike Bloomberg TV ad. All but two had, and interestingly, Democrats said they were keeping an open mind for Texas's Super Tuesday primary, and Trump supporters said they thought Bloomberg might give the president the toughest challenge. Anthony?
I'll take this because I got a question here for Major. Well, first of all, I mean, how does he get so many food assignments? You're the host of The Takeout, which is built around meals, and now you get 3 dishes for this assignment. But I got a question about Bernie Sanders.
It's all about preparation, okay? It's all about preparation and execution.
And seniority, I think, as well. Bernie Sanders is surging in early states, 1 week ahead until the Iowa caucuses. If he survives Iowa and wins in New Hampshire, what are voters down there in Texas saying about him and the rest of the Democratic field?
The fascinating thing we found is we kept asking about impressions for Democrats for Iowa and New Hampshire. Did we find hardcore Bernie supporters or Elizabeth Warren supporters or Joe Biden supporters? Flatline across the board. Texas Democrats, and we talked to many, are waiting for Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, Nevada to sort this out. But the one person they were keeping in mind, because he's on TV so frequently in Texas, Mike Bloomberg. Wow. That's his strategy. I'm not saying it's going to work, but it left an impression with those voters, while others who are fighting it out in Iowa, New Hampshire, elsewhere, have yet to make an impression, at least in Texas.
Well, he's counting on it to work, Mike Bloomberg, his strategy, and it sounds like they're at least open to it, Major. That
Very
says
much
something.
So. Very much so. One other thing, when we asked people what they thought about the November election, their emotions, they said 2 words: anticipation and dread.
Those are kind of conflicting ones, but that says everything. All right, Major, thank you.